I'm Carlos Rodella.
And I'm Jessica Sachs.
And welcome to The Pond, your weekly look at all things big fish, but maybe not so much weekly anymore.
But what do you mean with the but?
Oh, well, there's a thing.
There's a thing?
And here's the thing.
Tell me about the thing.
The thing is, we are not going to do the weekly episodes of The Pond, but we're still going to do The Pond in this format.
We are.
But just more on a every once in a while basis.
Actually, it's going to be more of a monthly basis.
On a more of a monthly basis. And for holidays and things like that.
However,
Yes.
there's another but. There's a but to the but and one more thing.
What's the other but?
The thing with the but is we're not doing away with the playlist. So no matter what, you will still get your weekly Jessica's playlist.
You get
so
her.
You know what great
Still
content is coming out.
Doing all that stuff, so that's great.
We're still doing that thing.
So there's a but and a couple buts and another couple things.
Some things.
But let's get into what this week's things
Yes.
are. And this is Gummy Drop.
Yes.
And last week we asked you to tell us about...
Actually, it was 2 weeks ago, remember?
Was it? Oh man,
Yes,
time flies.
I know. 2 weeks ago, we asked you to tell us where you are in Gummy Drop. We got some great responses.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to read them to you.
Here is a couple. Why don't you do the first one?
Sure. The fabulous Kim Frost wrote in and said that thanks for another awesome episode of The Pond. You're welcome. In Gummy Drop, I am only in Tokyo level 20, but having a blast trying to beat those levels. That's a tough level, Tokyo level 20.
It
Actually,
is.
Tokyo 19 in particular is challenging.
But she beat it. She's on 20.
I know. You're
Yeah.
an impressive lady, Kim Frost.
Diana L. Dines said that she's played, what is that, Sun? 72-3? What's Sun mean?
I don't know.
Has played and Sun.
Oh, I think
her and her
she's
son
played.
has
Yes.
played, I think, 72-3 in Tokyo over 20 times,
Whoa.
but nothing happens. I think she means she hasn't beaten it.
Well, perhaps we should do a how-to video for you.
How about a how-to video just for you? Wow, that's very specific.
I know, but we
Am I gonna do that?
Well,
Maybe.
we'll look into it. If it's a tough level, we'll give it a shot.
If anything, I'll hit you up on Facebook and let you know little secrets
Yes.
and ideas of how to beat that level.
Exactly.
One more? Do we have another one?
I don't think we do, but I will tell you this. This guy is battling out with the teammate here, I'll tell you that. You and Chelsea, man.
Oh man, we're back and forth.
Big time.
It's like I'm like at Tokyo level whatever, and then she's Tokyo ahead of me, and
Some of you will remember Chelsea. She helped us film some wonderful How to Beat That Level videos for Gummy Drop.
Yep.
She is truly a pro, and she's giving this one and me a run for our money.
yeah, she's
Let
in
me
San
tell ya.
Francisco, and I'm just almost there.
I think she's almost to New York even, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's really, really good. She's really, really good.
What's up next? Ask Big Fish Answers was something we also did.
Yes.
We asked people to give us questions, and we were going to give you answers, supposedly.
Yes.
The first one I'm going to give to you because I don't know the answer.
Okay.
BB Games Review, awesome on Facebook, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
Asks, will Big Fish Studios ever develop Hopa collector editions again?
You know, that's a good question, and I'm never going to say never. We obviously want to incent our studio team to feel like they have the ability to work on games that they're passionate about. A lot of them are working on some really unique titles that we can't talk about. We can't even mention the genre that they're in. So I can't say never, but you should stay tuned and see what they release this year.
It was not talking because
I
I
know.
threw away the key.
I know. It's the quietest I've ever heard you be.
I know.
See? Like, it's amazing what happens around here.
Somehow that's rude,
So it's not
rude to me.
it's not an answer to your question.
No, it isn't.
But I hope it gives you some hope.
Eric Rees or Reyes
Eric
asked,
Reyes.
that's what I meant. Asked on Facebook, is there a soundtrack available for Gummy Drop?
So I looked
I
into
don't know.
this.
Oh, did you?
There is a soundtrack, but unfortunately it's proprietary. So it sounds like it's not something that we can share broadly as there's a copyright that is involved. But what I would recommend is you could pause the game and listen to the lovely tune.
I recommend something else. I don't know about that. You should do, I just thought of it, you should make a cover version of it.
Yeah.
You could do that.
You could do that for
Right?
sure. I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
Legal?
I know.
I think so.
Darcy, can we get legal on the phone for that one?
We can do, okay, good. That's a way to do it. Also, we asked people to put up their Gummy Drop artwork, and a couple
Yes.
people did that. I showed you a couple of pictures here. I'm showing you
Yeah,
some.
you're just such a lovely artist.
And then I did my own too. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Do you see him?
I was
He's holding
making
up?
fun of you.
Oh.
Sorry.
This is a disjointed episode. On the subject of artwork, Agnes Dorfler,
Yes.
I believe I said that right,
Yes.
sent this in, which is funny. She's talking about, what is this, spam? It shows like actual gummy bear in our Gummy Drop game. I
might
think
be.
there could be a crossover there.
I think technically it's made of a gummy.
Yep.
It just happens to be a bear, so
Yeah.
it fits. It fits.
Let's
It fits better than chocolate gummies, which you
yeah.
adore with your whole heart.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't like
Oh, why does the world make those?
They're delicious.
We should get Haribo up on the phone.
Ooh, we should.
Darcy, can you do
Another
that?
thing with legal.
Okay.
We're
Darcy is calling them right now, weirdly enough. We'll see what happens. And that's it.
That's
so that
it.
was the beginning. We're going to do a quick trailer.
Yep.
And then guess what happens after the trailer?
Jessica's playlist.
That thing.
Launching this week on PC and Mac is the collector's edition for Mystery of the Ancients Deadly Cold. It's been too long since you've seen your best friend Kira, so of course you jumped at the chance to visit after she invites you to the scenic Baumholder for the weekend. I think Baumholder is like a village. That's my guess. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to guess that it's a village. You've barely arrived and met her new husband Victor when a freak blizzard sets in, ruining a perfect summer day. When a dark tower of ice rises from the city square, ice giants rain down on the streets, freezing everyone and everything in their path. Who is controlling them and what do they want? You're going to have to work with Victor and Kira to save the day and survive the deadly cold. Launching this week on PC and Mac is the collector's edition for Off the Record: The Art of Deception. A lost masterpiece has just resurfaced in Austria, and Lisa Steiner, the artist in charge of restoring it, won't talk to anyone in the media except you. So really, she's the Marshawn Lynch of art. I mean, he doesn't like to talk to the media, neither does this particular art person. That's who you're dealing with in this game. Now you must decipher the secret clues hidden in her paintings to track her down and get her story. Lisa's life and yours may depend on it. Look for it this week on the Big Fish Games website. Launching this week on iOS is the collector's edition for Haunted Hall's Nightmare Dwellers. The night started out like any other. A local collector was complaining about paranormal activity in her mansion, and the authorities called you to get to the bottom of things. But it turns out that you've walked right into a bottomless pit of bizarre activity. Now you find yourself lost in a living nightmare brimming with strange creatures, comatose colleagues, and mysterious tentacles reaching out around every corner. Find the source of the happenings and destroy it before it destroys you. Launching this week on iOS is the collector's edition for Surface the Pantheon. It should have been a tremendous Civil Works achievement, but the tunnel through the Ridge of Leviathan became the site of a great disaster. What really happened that day? No one quite knows. You were supposed to have been on the train with your husband and daughter, but you missed it, and then they disappeared from your life forever. It's 1 year later and a strange man, a scientist in fact, who thinks this is just like the Bermuda Triangle and other such vanishings, invites you to take part in his greatest experiment, to recreate the conditions of that fateful day and what exactly happened to your beloveds. Look for it this week in the Apple App Store. Finally, launching this week for our Android fans is the collector's edition for Amaranthine Voyage: The Tree of Life. For 25 years, you've thought you were an orphan. But one stormy night, a mysterious man steps out of a mirror in your home and claims to be your uncle. What's more, he says your parents are still alive. They live in a city that is under attack from a force that could threaten the entire world, and you are the only one who can stop it. Do you have the courage to step into the mirror and face your destiny? Look for it this week on Amazon and Google Play. All right, that's it for this week's playlist. Again, to remind you, the playlist is not going away. You're still going to get that every single week, so we tell you about the new releases, but the pond is going to change to monthly.
Yes, and you'll see it pop up, and we'll let you know on Twitter and stuff like that when it's going to happen.
Exactly.
Also, I'm doing a bunch of other videos.
He's super busy.
There's a lot of people asking me to do things that are video related, so there's a lot of fun stuff, commercials, game-specific videos, more Let's Plays.
Can I interrupt you and say, people, let me tell you, if you missed it, you're going to want to see it. Look for it on Facebook. This guy made a Pull at Your Heartstrings commercial that aired for us around the Super Bowl. So be sure to take a peek at that.
Yeah, it got me a little emotional making it.
It did. And this guy never gets emotional. He's like a rock or a wall or like a piece of cardboard. I don't know what you
Whoa, come on now. I let it slide for a minute, and then that's it. So that's it. We'll see you in a little while.
Yep.
But you'll see her next week.
Yes.
And me, I'll be in like some catacombs working on videos.
Yes, you will. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you next month.
This is how you work on videos. You do this, and then just a video happens. And then sometimes you go like that.